know what she said. She might just change your life.
Are you both based here in Canada still?
No, I am Canadian, but I live in Los Angeles now.
Yeah. Why?
Well, I was born and raised in Yellowknife, so for me, growing up, I knew I wanted to be in entertainment to some degree, and basically once I realized that it was possible for me to never have to endure another Canadian winter again, certainly another like Yellowknife winter.
I was going to say, that's winter
Good
and a
on
half.
you.
Yeah, I was like, you know what, I'm going to move to the beach.
Yeah,
and,
good for you.
Yeah, that's what I did.
But Evelyn, you are still here,
Yeah.
based here.
I live in Montreal.
Great
Yeah.
city.
One of my favorite places.
Oh, I know. It's an absolutely cosmopolitan city.
It's an amazing city. You were talking about your son earlier and said I would put up with the New York winters because it's New York. That's how I feel about Montreal.
Yes, it has a pulse. It has a spirit. It
Yeah.
has a a
It
vibe.
has a personality.
It has a personality. People go to New York and they're never the same, and
Yeah.
it's hard to put your finger on it. Montreal's
It's
the
the same thing.
Yeah.
I've never met a person who went to Montreal who didn't say,
It's magical.
I love that city.
Yep.
It's magical.
It is.
It is absolutely magical.
I fall in love with my own city again and again. I go back and I'm like, wow, especially in the summer.
See,
Obviously.
Tourism Montreal should hire you.
They should, because I mean she's
Yeah.
shooting all over the world. I
I
mean
know.
Budapest, and now so now we want to talk about your upcoming projects, both
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah, that movie that we talked about that I shot in Belgium called Tonic Immobility is about to come out. I have another movie that I shot last spring called Miséricorde that's going to come out. Now I'm shooting a movie in Vancouver, but I don't think I can tell you the title and what it is because it's not
top
announced
secret?
yet.
Yeah, pretty fresh.
Pretty
It's
pretty
top
fresh.
secret?
Top secret. Yeah.
So is this let me see, a project where you're growing? It's some new...
I think I always try to look for parts or projects that, in a way, make me grow as an actor. I think my goal is obviously to work with inspiring people whose body of work I respect,
You mean-
to be in stories that inspire me, but also to grow as an actor. So looking for challenges really is what I like about this job, and definitely this past year I've been blessed with many of them. Yeah.
How tough is it though when you go through this process, this creative process, and you do the job, and the shooting is finished, and you feel really good, and you want to tell the whole world, and then there's post-production, and then you wait. How frustrating can that be?
It's frustrating. I think also what's hard is the grieving process. You spend, as we talked about, 4 months day in and day out with people, and then all of a sudden you don't see them anymore. And there's really a grieving, nostalgic thing that kicks in, and then after a while, it's almost as if it wasn't real. It's almost as if it didn't exist, and then it's when you start doing promotion. And I sat down yesterday. I said, "Oh, it's as if that time between when you were done and now just like crushes, and there's no time. Like I think your relationship to time starts to really be confusing in a very exciting way."
I got you.
You get it, right?
I got you.
So Dustin, your turn.
So XCompany and Schitt's Creek, which is also airing right now on CBC, and just in the fall I finished a movie called The Headhunter's Calling with Gerard Butler and Willem Dafoe and Alfred Molina, which I was very excited for. Something that I actually put on tape with with Warren Brown while we were in Budapest, which is very cool. And also a movie called Me, Him, Her, which I did actually 2 years ago now, but was basically shelved until right now. But there's going to be distribution for that. I think it's coming out sometime this spring.
So again, are you looking for things that challenge you as an actor? I think what we hear from actors is the fear of being typecast. So they want to do different things and keep moving along.
Yeah, no, I think definitely it's Evelyn put it, very succinctly, very, very well. Like it is just that, like, look for opportunity to grow, look for something different if possible. For me, I feel great right now being able to sort of straddle drama and comedy at the same time, and I think anywhere within that realm, I really want to just keep going and do as many different genres as possible. Because especially like young actors, you always dream that you're going to have this like hit huge breakout show and like that everything's going to be fine until then. But you're right, like sometimes you get typecast and then all of a sudden you can't get any other kinds of roles. And personally, I consider myself more of a character actor than any kind of like leading man type actor. And
Oh, really?
no, it's just that thing. It's like that's just how those are the roles
That's not what people are writing about with you.
But those are the roles that I gravitate towards, and sort of, I think for me that's what I'm interested in is those side characters that aren't necessarily the focus of the film, but have very, very interesting
Meaty
characteristics.
roles.
And there's just usually, more often than not, those characters are more memorable, and they just have something that you can put your own unique stamp on. And I just feel like that, if possible, it's rare when it actually happens, but if possible, to be able to do that as an actor, that's certainly my goal.
We're in studio chatting with the stars of XCompany, Dustin Milligan and Evelyn Brochu. This is What She Said on SiriusXM 167 Canada Talks.
Click the channel subscribe button for full-length interviews and more from What She Said here on YouTube.